understand what you're confused about.
I don't know what
Because I have a specific mental image when you
understanding.
say pool, and you tell me these dudes are building pools in the jungle, which I also have a specific
Like, it's
mental
not.
image.
It is a pool.
Yeah,
It's not maybe your definition of a pool,
like a
but
swimming pool. It is a swimming pool.
they start with making a hole on one level, and
Yeah.
sometimes that hole goes down as a waterfall into another hole, and then there's like seating areas where you could just sit and hang out, and like it's a pool. Like it's like they made a jacuzzi. Sometimes they make a little house in there.
Oh,
I
okay,
don't
so
know how to
in a
explain
jungle.
it. It's
Yep.
In a
exactly-
jungle.
Yep.
Yeah, in the jungle with their simple tools.
So
that's usually like the name of their YouTube channel. It's like Simple Wilderness or something.
I think it's like I'm gonna Google
so
this.
it's like the pool that I went to at Jay's, house back when I was a kid, and it's summertime, and we're jumping off the diving board into the pool, but like there's fucking like parrots and shit in trees, it's wild, and like the spider from Arachnophobia is around every turn, like a jungle ass jungle.
I googled men make pool in jungle, and I got jungle man build the most awesome underground pool. Guys build the most beautiful underground temple house. Amazing man digs to build underground house and great pool.
Like I'm
Maybe
certain.
it's the point I don't get.
Like I'm sure if you're in a plane and you're flying over these countries, you'll just see these random ass pools just in the middle of the jungle,
Like
just
the
collecting
Congo.
Dirt. Yeah, like
There's
You just like you're flying over the Congo, and then suddenly you see a clearing, and Amy is doing a fucking cannonball into the deep end.
oh no one uses these pools. No, they just make it for the video and just fuck off.
It's wild. So there's
With
two
cement though,
accounts.
that I still have not
There's-
been confirmed.
No
There's
no
jungle
cement,
survival
Okay.
and there's jungle
just
builder.
mud, adobe.
Okay. So dudes are just digging holes and filling them up with water and then fucking off.
Yeah, but they make really good.
But they're very
pools.
elaborate holes.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
I
it's not
kind
just
of
like I dug
understand.
a
I
hole
kinda
and
get
put
it a little
water
more.
in it. Like there's a whole like a water system made out of bamboo, and like it.
Just ingenuitive or
Yeah.
ingenuity with what is there, so the cost is cheap.
Oh no, Beck,
Yeah.
you're right.
Because
It's
that was kind of a
100%
thing I
fake,
couldn't
but
get.
it's very enthralling to watch.
Eh,
Oh,
Like,
fake or not,
know
they're
they're
doing something there.
you know they're using like a bobcat just to move a lot of this dirt out the way. Like,
in between the scenes.
yeah, there's a lot of jump cuts. Like,
See
I'm
the
just
shadow
always-
of the bobcat.
yeah, I'm just always fascinated to see like what the end product is, but I want to see
Yeah.
the supposed process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's just
That's- I mean, that's-
turn your brain off. You're just watching a man build something in the jungle.
Yeah, and that's sort of like the same thing with like these rust videos and the carpet cleaning videos that I watch. I'm like, I just want to see what it's gonna look like when it's done.
Yeah,
And there is something like satisfying about like watching the soap, and like the squeegees on the white tile. Like I get kind of zen about it.
yeah.
Um,
It's like Power
and-
Wash
You know what's a
Simulator.
weird thing to watch? When people clean or when people replace grout, it's weird and
Mm.
also gross. But when they get that little tool and they like go through the sides and it's just like one long slab of what they're doing,
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's something satisfying. about
Obviously,
it.
if it's gross. But like,
watching someone who's good at their job
Oh yeah,
like can be impressive, can be just like kind
Yeah.
of satisfying to watch, like a bricklayer just smooth as hell,
Yeah.
just
laying them
shoof,
bricks.
bum 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 bum, shoof, bum 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 bum.
Yeah.
hmm,
I like
Some
watching those
people turn
compilations,
stuff
too.
like that into an art form.
Oh, totally.
that's like
yeah.
the popcorn guy.
Yes. The popcorn
He
guy that
made-
the internet
yeah, that
made
popcorn
fun
guy
of.
who
But fuck
yeah,
those
they
people.
made fun of
that,
him, but he
that
was
dude,
the
that dude's having
smoothest
fun at
popcorn
his job.
server I've ever seen.
Hmm.
Good on him for having
He-
fun
he-
at his job.
Those people who fuck around making cotton candy like elaborate art
Oh.
sculptures.
Yeah.
That's
This is another
in-
one that like I'll watch. I'm like, man, like
Where is
I
that?
I understand this is something happening in the world, but also you can't prove to me that that's not magic.
We have one of those in LA. The
Oh,
cotton
like a
candy things.
sculptor, like a cotton candy
Yeah, you
person
can
going
get
all
like a
out.
giant Kirby cotton candy thing that's like
You want to eat
huge.
Kirby
Man, that's
stuff?
a lot of cotton candy.
Yeah. They got they got flowers and all that. Expensive. I think it's at least $20. But it's art. And you'll
You're
have a
gonna
picture
eat
on your
Kirby stuff?
Instagram forever.
You're gonna eat
Huh?
Kirby's face, his whole body,
Where do you start on a
his
Kirby?
weird feet.
Yeah, do you start at his weird toes, his big like sausage toes?
They're just
Or do you
little
start at
red
like his
shoes. I
heel?
don't see the individual toes, okay? It's just one red shoe. I would
You-
take one
Do
shoe
you want
off
me to send you the
and
picture?
then eat that part.
Maybe the Achilles heel then. I mean, if you insist on them wearing shoes, you get the heel, so then they can't like run away.
Oh, goodness. I don't know. Whenever I see cotton candy in all forms, I usually just rip a piece off.
We
You
all know
don't
Jordan
bite
starts at the
into it.
butt.
Oh,
Because if you just
every
bite
time.
straight into it, it will melt.
It's the juiciest
and
part.
you will see your mouth mark on it and it disintegrating. So I just rip cotton candy and eat it.
That's fair.
Is that not what you guys
That's what I do.
Do you take like the big cotton candy that comes on that
Fistful.
stupid cone and just go, huh? I
Yeah.
don't.
Yes, I do.
Not a turkey leg. Like, you gotta
Yeah.
rip pieces
No,
off.
I
No.
rip first, and then when you're getting down to the cone, that's when I start just biting.
You
Oh,
pick you pick your corners, you see where it's kind of splayed out a little bit. You can kind of like work into it. So you don't like I'm not burying my face into like a hive of cotton candy. I'm not like some child. You just like, work at it a little bit, and then or you tongue it a little bit to kind of tease it and get it to come out, and then you can take a bite.
I don't think he's ever eaten cotton candy before.
Yeah, I don't think we're talking about cotton candy anymore.
Listen, sometimes you can do two things the same way.
Sometimes I just like jab my hand in the center, like rip the heart out and eat it first.
Oh, how rad would that be if they sculpted a separate art on the
That'd be
inside?
really
You just do
cool.
a fatality on Kirby.
It should be like little harder candy in the center.
It's all gushers.
Oh, yeah.
I like gushers. Gushers are good.
We gotta talk to that
Oh.
cotton candy guy. We need to expand his menu.
Yeah, I don't. The last pictures I saw, I just know I want to go. It's just I gotta squeeze that on an LA day somehow. That
LA day?
I want to venture here to also try this cotton candy.
And you need someone to go with you to eat all that cotton candy. Because otherwise you're gonna go into a diabetic shock.
Yeah,
true.
or luckily they have a big giant plastic wrap that they put on it, so I could buy it to go and show up somewhere and share it.
Nah, there ain't no going back to
You're gonna eat
cotton candy.
stale cotton
There ain't no
candy?
leftover cotton candy. You eat it, and when you're done eating it in that moment, you throw the rest away.
Yeah, because it's now garbage.
Yeah. So, like, cotton candy's got a life.
$20?
Bring a
No, I'm
friend.
gonna make that shit
You
last.
hand it to a
Bring a
raccoon and
friend.
watch them put it in water.
Oh, that's always sad to me.
Aw.
I saw
the
that video
saddest
like within the
video.
last week, and I still
It's
feel
a very
like
sad
"Oh,
video.
Wait, the
Poor
raccoon
little
with the
guy."
snowball, right?
I don't
Or-
know.
Oh, I
It's a
saw the
raccoon with a piece of cotton candy.
Oh, I saw the raccoon with a snowball, went to the water to rinse it off, and
Yep.
it was gone, and it did this. And that was
No,
sad.
I think you might be thinking of the same thing, or there's just
Yeah.
two videos that are very much alike. But there's a raccoon with cotton candy, like a little tuft of cotton candy,
Yeah.
and he puts it in the water, and it just immediately dissolves, and he's looking around.
Looking for it.
Yeah.
He don't understand. He got a little raccoon brain.
It's
He don't
true.
understand that sugar just dissolves.
Oh,
He's a
man.
little dummy.
He's just a sweet little dumb.
You know who else is a sweet little dum? Me, because I'm such a fucking mark. I bought this Audrey 2. I don't even know what this is, honestly.
Wait, you've never seen Little Shop of Horrors?
No, I know Little Shop of Horrors. I know Audrey 2. I just mean
Oh, did you
whatever-
open yours yet?
whatever these pieces thing is. Like, yeah, Leland has
Is
has
the
it too.
brand is the brand Microblocks? Because I forgot to look if that's what it is. Is the brand Microblocks? Or is it off-brand?
It says Million Spring.
I got one too.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're just not Legos.
They're just not Legos that you
I
put the
haven't
pieces
opened it yet.
together. It's like
What, this ain't a Lego?
tinkering.
No, it ain't a
No.
Lego.
Oh, that going back tomorrow.
Why?
No, I hate Legos in general, but I'm not gonna put together a fake fucking Lego.
Oh,
Wait,
there's
how
so
did you
many
not realize
leaves.
that was a Lego?
No, these are basically Legos.
Yeah, they're just
No, I
Legos.
know,
They're
they're
just not
just-
like official branded
They're
Legos.
They're literally Legos.
like the ones that I bought
Yeah,
recently.
like that's a Lego.
They're not Legos, but they're
These
real
are
cute.
Legos.
I think
Oh.
like
didn't do
the
this one yet.
patent. I think the patent ran out,
This
or
is too
maybe
green. You can't see.
they-
It's a succulent. That one I want. I'm gonna do those eventually. I fell down a rabbit hole online or on Amazon for these knockoff little Lego things.
They
But
got
they
some
had
cool
little
stuff in there.
Korok ones, and I was like, those are so cute.
A what?
Koroks. They're little.
They're from Zelda, Breath of the Wild, and Tears
They're
of the
from
Kingdom.
Zelda.
Ah.
They're these
From
little
Zelda in
plant
general, right?
things. Yeah.
Are then them little like coconut headed looking dudes?
What?
Not necessarily, but they usually hold up a leaf like a little shield. And then they have little
They're,
tools.
they're like little tree people.
Yeah, little tree people.
Like they
They're
got
real
like
cute.
a snoot?
No, they usually have really weird black eyes, and their expressions are very just.
Maybe I'm combining that with a snork and just really fucking myself
What
up.
is that?
I keep
A Snork is it's not a Smurf.
it's an underwater Smurf.
Yeah. With
Smurfs
the-
are the
with-
blue people with the white
yes.
hats.
Yes.
The fact that you were not sure about that answer.
I've
really...
never watched anything fully Smurf related at
Yeah,
all.
but I don't know.
Ever.
That just feels like one of those things
That's
that
probably
like
a good thing though.
transcends.
Is it bad?
No,
No,
it's
it's-
good.
Fine.
But at least she doesn't have the theme song ever stuck in her head, which is
Wasn't
it's now
there a
in
live
mine.
version of Smurfs that came out?
I mean, they
Yes.
did a movie about 15 years ago.
Yes,
yeah,
I,
you
Oh,
watched
that's
that.
I
right.
watched
remember
watched
that.
the live action Smurfs movie with my niece who was like 4 or 5 at the time, and she was so goddamn bored.
Yeah, I think she was more interested in just like
No,
Looking
she
at
looked at me
everything
and
else
she's
but
like,
the
"This is
screen."
boring."
Like Hank
During the
Azara's
movie.
Gargamel.
Oh God, yeah.
wait, what?
Hank Azara's Gargamel.
She don't know what that means though.
That's true. Yeah, I mean,
Who's
That's the
Hank?
bad guy.
Okay.
Or is it Hank Azara that you don't know?
I was like, the only
it's
Hank
a whole
I
new
know
sentence
is
to her.
Tom. Hanks.
Tom.
Yeah,
Tom-
I know
Tom-
Tom Hanks. I don't know
Tom.
this other Hank
Oh
guy.
Jesus.
Hank Hill.
Is he the from King of the Hill?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
The only phrase I know in that whole, not even phrase, the only person I really know is Aunt Peggy or whatever she says. Aunt isn't her name Aunt Peggy?
Well, you're doing Luann saying Aunt Peggy.
Oh, Aunt Peggy. I think the the episode that lives in my head is the one where Hank gets a car.
Oh, but people think he's a pimp.
No, he buys a car from he gets a car, but he pays the tag price.
Oh yeah, because he thinks the
And it
dealer
becomes a
is-
whole deal.
Yeah, he thinks the
because-
dealer's always honest with him, and like that's the best price. He doesn't haggle.
Yeah, I think that was an episode.
I've
I remember.
never watched King of the Hill.
It is
I-
so good.
Me either.
That's what I
It's-
hear, but every time I saw it coming on, it's just like, oh, white people cartoon, change the channel. That's
Like I mean, I did really grow an appreciation for it when I was in Texas and realized that, like, oh, like what I thought was like twice as big in hyperbole, I found out was only like 25% as big. Like these are like real people.
yeah.
But it's just like this really kind of enjoyable slice of life cartoon.
Yeah, I think it's just I just wasn't the audience for it. So I'm, you know.
That's fine. Yeah, I'm not gonna say everyone like is wrong for not watching it,
Yeah.
but you're wrong
I
if
hear
you don't
great
try.
things. I hear great things about it.
It's got a sequel series coming up soon.
What's
Yeah.
that called?
Interesting.
King of the Hill.
No,
King of
I
the
don't know.
Mountain.
Is it just King of the Hill coming back?
It might just be King of the Hill still.
Yeah.
I'm not really
Oh,
sure, but it's aged forward. Like it's
Yeah.
time has passed, and now it's like
Or at
it's
least they do that, because
adult.
some of the shows that come back, they don't do that. You're just like, oh, it's the next day. You're like, okay.
Futurama.
Yeah,
That's
which
who I was kind of looking at.
not as strong in their recent release.
Oh,
I
I've
didn't
not
make it
watched
past the
yet.
first 3 episodes. I was like, this ain't fun anymore to me. I'm
Mm.
good.
No.
Oh,
I don't got
man.
that lot of time, and I'm not going to waste it on that.
Oh, we watched things. I think
Did
that's
you?
what we were supposed to discuss.
We discuss
Oh,
whatever we want.
did you watch the Dead Dog movie, Steph?
I sure did yesterday, like I said I was going to.
She did.
Terrible.
It was interesting. It was
That's one
interesting in
word
the
for it.
sense
She
of,
regaled my brother
don't get
with
me wrong,
everything.
it was incredibly sad. I will admit I did not cry.
You monster.
I didn't cry either.
Like I didn't cry,
Level monsters.
but like I think I was more just like, huh, they really did that. And I was like, oh, that is art style for the time. I was impressed. Like I think that's what was just kind of like, damn. Like I don't know what it is. Like
You have this power to make something look so beautiful, and this is what you do.
well,
Steph,
I
Akira
guess
is like
that
40
too.
years old and it looks fantastic.
What is?
Akira.
I haven't watched it fully. Beginning
Oh,
to
you've
end.
never seen all of
I've
Akira?
only seen clips. I've only seen it playing in the background with techno music at AC Lounge
And honestly, that's
when
fine.
I went there on a Tuesday.
The
It's a good way
story
to
is
watch it. It's not
nonsense.
bad. Yeah.
Yeah, you may
Like-
have seen it the best way to watch it.
It's-
Now
yeah,
that I
it's-
can
it's
jump on
there's
this
a
Steven broke
giant-
it down pretty good.
Like,
There's
Yeah.
a giant blob
yes.
of body parts.
Look,
that
80% of the movie
moves?
is fun to watch and look at. Then
Yeah.
there's that the last 20%. We're just like, oh, Tetsuo's that now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no. When I was watching, I watched the uncut version on YouTube
Giggity.
or the director's cut. Director's cut. Yeah.
It don't
Ob-
matter.
I was told there was a scene by Scott, I think, about the dogs eating someone.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Okay.
And that's in the uncut version. You get to see the dogs. Yeah.
They did not put that because YouTube, I'm sure,
Yeah.
because I did not see that scene, but it was implied. But the play-by-play on the scenes that you mentioned were so bizarre because I was like, I knew it was coming, but when it happened, I was just like, they really did that. And I couldn't get out of my head because, so like,
That's good filmmaking.
I'm learning things about movies or seeing movies way after the fact, obviously. Like example, Indiana Jones. Only watched the first one completely. Like the last time I want to say was at least 15 years ago, but I don't remember anything. So watching it again, I enjoyed it. It was great. Lots of
Really
scenes
good
that I
movie.
didn't think would have happened then. I don't know. Maybe I'm just so like
Desensitized.
well, I'm so goddamn sheltered. I think that's the right definition that I haven't been exposed to like, oh, they thought of this back then? Like way back then and then put it in movies?
Steph,
Does that make sense?
everything you're watching now is just ripped off shit from the 80s and
That's
before.
what
That
I'm
is true.
slowly understanding.
Yeah.
I'm seeing scenes and I'm just like, huh.
You just listen to ripped off blues riffs. That's all it
Yeah,
is.
like I was okay, so like so in the movie there was that part Leland had mentioned about the gun. And when that part happened, I was like, "Oh my god." So a lot of the time while I was watching, I was like, "Oh my god, that actually happened." And the intensity of how that happened and the play-by-play of it was like it still caught me off guard. And when it happened, it was very much like I knew it was coming. I just didn't know that's how it was going to happen.
I mean, I wouldn't lie to you.
No, I know, but like I guess like what I envisioned of how it would happen was not like that. And when I watched it, I was like, "Oh, look, it was the come here, boy, come here," and then the dog, and then the trigger, and then and I was like, "Oh my god, he just got shot in the face." And
What
then
do you think was
and
happening
then-
in the 80s?
huh?
What do you think was happening in like things in the
I
80s.
mean, I
Everybody was freebasing.
don't know, dude. Like,
Do you
there
think
was
like
that.
we weren't getting violent? Do you think like we weren't
You
like
know,
doing fucked up shit?
I still get
Stuff in
shocked
the
when
80s,
I hear
there's
certain
hyper
curse
violence
words.
was a thing.
No, I know, but like, I still get surprised
RoboCop.
when. Yes. I still get surprised when I hear curse words in really, really old movies because I'm just like, oh, you said fuck back then? Like, you know, like that's still
It's
that's
still black and white.
surprised me. Like, I don't know how to
They just
explain it. Like, I get fascinated by that shit. Like, oh wow, you knew all those words then? This was a word. This was in your vocabulary. It's been around for this long. Like, yeah, I'm
My
easily
theory-
amused. So
My theory is because like those older generations are so tight on censorship and shit,
yeah,
and like what is acceptable, that like specifically Steph in this circumstance is like things like, oh, well that's because it wasn't a thing when they were children.
yeah.
When they're just trying to like keep that shit for themselves or whatever. Like they don't want you to have that for whatever stupid reason that they have. But yeah, absolutely. There was a WAP song back in the 40s. Somebody was doing it.
I know.
Like there's some old blues distorted tracks that you'll hear, women talking all kinds of raw.
I know. And yeah, just watching that movie, I was like, huh. And then, obviously, okay, there's a clip online that exists that says all the deaths. I think I already mentioned this earlier. There's literally a video that says all the deaths in the plague dogs. And it specifically tells you, like, yeah, there will be graphic scenes. And then there's like literally a fucking counter that just goes
And then
1,
she sings to
ding,
everybody.
2, 3, 4, and then like it goes to 11 because there are 11 deaths that happen in there. It's I watched it because I wanted
Each more
to
horrific
be
than the
exposed to it.
last.
And it was
Kinda.
just
Yeah.
Death's ranked.
yeah, there was some I don't know. I think with that, I don't know. It's hard to explain because it's not like I'm not gonna say like, oh, I don't cry when I watch cartoons, but I just like you could feel how intense even with those graphics. I was just like, wow, this is fucked.
Jordan down in
Yes.
front.
Yeah, Steph, what's the movie about?
It's about dogs just essentially trying to
Going on a murder spree.
they go on their little adventure. They escape the place, they go on their adventure. Shit just happens in between. People are trying to find them. They just want to go to the beach.
Someone
And have
please
a
clip
good
that
life.
and make that the review.
Description
Put that in the IMDb summary.
man. Yeah.
Can
And then-
somebody like super edit that Plague Dogs and Homeward Bound together?
Even at the end, like even at the ending scene, and like it implies like, okay, that's that. The ending scene was very, 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 very sad. And I was just like, oh, okay, this is how it goes out. And then they played a really like it wasn't country. It was like some kind of soft rock song with a guitar, and I was just like,
It
this
was
is
folk
not-
music.
Yes, that's
Probably
what it
Bryan
is.
Adams.
Folk music.
It's British. There's no Bryan Adams.
I don't know what the fuck it is.
Yeah, it was interesting. That I
It's
just
Bryan Adams. Isn't it?
I watched. Final jokes.
I'm good.
Okay. Final thoughts on Death Dogs.
I wanted to know what happened. I watched what happened, and then I started telling everyone that I watched it. And literally, my roommate was like, "Where's this on?" And I was like, "It's on YouTube." And then we literally watched the scenes, and that's when my roommate was like, "Oh yeah, what is it? The
Watership
rabbit
Down.
Watership Down." So that's the next one I want to watch, just so I can have an opinion on that too.
Steph, you're just tempting the depression in her.
I just watch things for the exposure and then to know, so that when it
I mean,
gets
that-
mentioned, I
I
have
guess
an
that's-
opinion and something
Respect
to say about it.
that. I respect that. I just feel maybe break it up with something fun in between. That's all.
Yes.
Not unlike the anime that I had to sit through last night called
Oh.
Project Echo.
Well, he said
I
sit
saw
through,
that
so
post, but I didn't know what it was
Have
about.
you seen this, Jordan?
no, I have not.
Damn it,
You said
Anthony.
yeah, when I read that in my
known
head,
of
I
it, but
just thought
I've never seen it.
Project
I
A.
needed this someone to have seen it just because the insanity in it. It was first and foremost, it was the anime that I
It's
do
gonna-
not like.
It's gonna be the
Oh.
most tamest anime he's about to describe.
Was it
Oh
hypey?
no, I mean it's that sweat balls. I'm out. Like I just every time a sweat ball popped up, I was like sweat ball. Like I just don't care about the sweat ball, and their mouths would get really big.
Oh, it's
Um,
super exaggerated anime.
It's super
Is that-
exaggerated. It just wasn't the style for
It's
me. But what I
80
did
it's
find
80s
it to
anime.
be,
late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I found it interesting. It's just real funny because Scott explained it's supposed to be a parody of anime, so everything is ramped up to be what
Oh,
anime is
okay.
like, I guess.
Yeah.
What I
Excel
found to
Saga.
be the funniest thing for me though was like this girl had like mutant abilities, but no one mentions it. She's just got like super strength and like can jump around. And I guess that's just a thing that girls can do in Japan. And then like this other girl, her like villain was just kind of like, oh, you're better friends with that other girl, and I want to get with her, so I'm gonna beat you up. And she just like rips off her clothing, and she has like a very skimpy mech suit underneath her outfit, which again I just assumed all Japanese girls are wear like this. And then they proceed to just fight in the school for like an hour. It was
Again,
weird.
The tamest anime he's ever. Like,
Yeah, I'm not saying. Look, I've seen some of the dirty anime. I'm just saying, like this for me was not the. It was like Sailor Moon style, but like
I said,
I mean, you saw boobies. They had some boobies in it.
Hey Jordan, should we send Kill la Kill to him?
No, I'm done with the anime. I'm done. I've hit my quota. I'm good. Thank you. Yeah.
Which one's
I
the-
watched Akira. I'm good.
Oh.
Ninja Scroll still number one.
Still number one to me. Don't matter what.
When was the last time you watched Ninja Scroll?
Oh, it's got to at least be 25 years.
Yeah.
Oh,
And he
don't
won't
watch
go
it
back.
I
again.
haven't even seen that.
He's gonna keep it exactly in his memory as
I
So
little
keep
as
it
there is
Ninja
left.
Scroll
Just
was a
perfect in it. Yeah.
It's the one scene he remembers and he loves it.
Oh, where the girl gets eat out?
Yeah.
Yeah, but her vagina is poison and it kills that dude. That's awesome. His tongue
Ninjas.
falls off.
It's not the
Never
only
seen
part, but yeah.
Yeah, I thought Ninja Scroll was a game.
No.
Is that
Should
Ninja
be.
Gaiden?
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
Right. All right. Well, there's not much left to say because I was hoping one of you two would have seen it, so you can back
don't
me
think
up.
I
with
have.
I'll have an
Hilariousness.
opinion.
Um,
I
It
can
was-
watch and
I
have
don't-
an opinion.
Look, it was rather funny. Like our commentary and the parts that I didn't fall asleep through were really
Yeah.
at least fun. Yeah, there was like a space princess who was really annoying. I was like,
Well, they all
kill her.
had space princesses back then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was just like, why is this bitch important to the world? And then it was really weird because I couldn't tell if it was transphobic or not, but like they had several ladies that were men looking but were voiced by men. I was like, is this problematic? I'm not quite sure.
Probably.
But then they explain later that it's an alien planet full of females that are strong like men. I was like, but do they have
Sound
to
like
look
men?
like men? Yeah, like they had real big, exaggerated, like
Mustache?
racist lips, and then they had all big eyebrows, and it was funky.
Were they
It was real
black?
funky. I can't tell.
Like they weren't.
Because it's
Okay.
only
I-
racist
honestly,
lips if
I
they're
don't-
black.
Leland doesn't see color.
Honestly, Jordan, I don't know. Like I will say I found it to be just a slightly problematic. I was like, I don't think this is right. But like, who am I to point fingers at this art style from a begotten era? You know, I don't know.
Late 80s, early 90s. It tracks.
But I did find that the chick with the mech suit to be entertaining because no matter what was happening, her monotone voice never wavered. It's just like,
Yeah.
like the world is literally exploding around her, and she's just like, I will get her to be my friend someday. It's just like that's it. That's your whole thought right now. Like there's a lot of explosions, and she had no
Dreams
like.
are important.
That's
Yeah.
still a character in anime, like the weirdly
The
hyper
weirdly
focused
stoic
on the
girl.
yeah, but like hyper focused on a non-plot element of
Yeah.
like their life.
Yeah.
Like the world is ending, but it's like I gotta get that egg sandwich though. I don't care what else happens.
Yeah.
Get that egg sandwich.
They need to get
All
on
right,
their
birds of
wins.
prey.
I was really fat. There was a
Have
school
a
teacher
potato.
in it whose hair I found very fascinating. Like I just enjoyed watching the animation
Physics
style of the
anime
hair. Yeah, I was
Good
like,
for you.
I was like,
this-
wow, they really just it was so large and the shading was so good. I was just like, huh, all right, cool. I found elements that were entertaining. I don't ever need to see it again. And
That's
apparently
fair.
it was like 1 of 4.
Oh.
She keeps coming back. I was like, so you failed your mission to protect the space princess.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't know.
Princesses
yeah.
just keep getting abducted and threatened and assassinated and stuff.
Yeah, it was weird.
Look,
Yeah.
the space
Yeah, what are
princess
you
was
gonna
just in another galaxy.
I
It
forgot.
happens.
Word.
Did
We
I
went to
forget-
watch. We
Oh.
were gonna watch Super Mario Brothers last night, but the damn thing ain't streaming on anything.
Wait, it's not.
It's on Netflix, but we don't currently have it right now. So
Oh,
it was just
okay.
like
that's
I
a
was
you
like-
problem.
I was like, what the fuck? What
Do you need a login, bro?
talk to Scott?
Okay.
But
Okay.
like, but it was like,
Holler at me.
but I couldn't believe it wasn't because it was on Peacock for like 6 months,
I didn't
And
even
you-
know.
and
and
you
then it
missed your
just
chance.
disappeared. It
We're
was
in the
like,
age of
what the
streaming,
fuck?
baby.
Yeah. You gotta watch things now while they're available because the rights
Yeah.
keep changing hands and
That was like me
so,
with
exclusivity
Dune.
contracts are up.
so stupid. I was like, what the fuck? Whatever.
Yeah, there's once I start to get those posts that say, watch this by this date because it's leaving whatever streaming thing you are
Yeah.
or like what you're watching on. It's like, ah, shit, I gotta watch this now. Hence,
That's why I had to rush to watch Morbius
Oh,
to find out it joined
still
Disney
haven't
Plus the
watched
next
that.
day.
Oh,
I was like, I didn't have to
But
rush to
you'd
watch
enjoy
this
it.
shit. I was
yeah, I
like,
still haven't watched it yet.
you'd enjoy it.
I want an opinion, so I'll do that eventually. No
Steph's
one will go on
24
this
is all about
journey with me.
opinions.
Yes, I like to have my opinions on things. I see something and I'm just like, I want to try it. It's all right, or it's really good. You should get it.
Not every opinion will be
Yeah, they're not
positive
all gonna
or
be
extreme.
great. Like, there are things that I've watched where, like, what did I say? Like 2 podcasts ago, or like last discussion or so, I said I watched a No Hard Feelings. I didn't
Oh.
like it.
Yeah.
And the only takeaway I got out of that whole movie was I like a piano version of Maneater.
That was her
It's a
main
good-
takeaway from that movie.
It
Yes.
was a good version.
That's that Sydney Sweeney movie, right?
No,
Jennifer
This
Lawrence.
is the
Oh,
Jennifer
that one.
Lawrence
Yeah,
movie.
yeah. I thought it was the one with Sydney
Sydney
Sweeney
Sweeney's
and
that- what is it?
Anyone but
the-
you.
the- yeah,
Immaculate.
that's- that is she is in Immaculate, which I hear is
Yeah.
actually quite entertaining.
Yeah, I've heard some things.
I guess she has
curious.
range.
I got no
Okay.
idea who this chick is.
You don't. She's in Madam Web. That would be the one thing you might see her in later. But
Look,
apparently
I
she's
love
on.
her in Euphoria. So
Yeah, she's on Euphoria.
Euphoria.
People keep telling me she's good.
She is good.
Until I
She is.
see it, I won't know because I won't watch Euphoria, and I'm very
That's
much I'm 1,900 shows away from White Lotus, which apparently she's on as well. But like this bitch is becoming a thing, and she's got a lot of projects coming up in things
Yeah.
that I might actually have to sit through. And I was like, why are you all of a sudden everywhere? What you
Yeah.
doing?
I first
Sometimes-
watched
Sometimes
her
people just
on
pop off.
first movie I saw her on was that fuck, I forgot what it was called. I saw it on Netflix. It's like
She's the new Margot Robbie.
no, Marco. Wait. There was a discussion that they were thinking about working together.
yeah,
Margot Robbie and Sydney Sweeney.
yeah.
Like a project of some sort. I
That's
don't know
too
what.
much pretty on TV screen. People can't handle it.
I think the meme I
Who's
saw
the boy
was
you put between those two?
You can't.
No boy that pretty.
There's too much titty between the two of those ladies.
I've heard more people talking about her boobs than like whatever she is that she's done.
Yeah, her
Yeah.
boobs are a thing. They're really big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like for someone of her size, I feel like oh, she has a lot of back problems. Like they're that big.
Is
Yeah,
that it? Is she like short?
She looked tiny.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why she's trying to get all these projects getting now because like 10 years. Oh no.
Oh,
I mean,
I watched her
Robert-
in Everything Sucks on Netflix. That was
Robert
the first
Rodriguez
show I
is
saw.
putting her in as Barbarella, and I'm like, we need that movie remade.
Wait, who's that?
Okay.
What part of that sentence were you not up on?
What's a
Steph?
Barbarella?
Okay.
It's a sci-fi movie from the 70s or 60s, starring Jane Fonda. It's like a sex comedy set in space.
Okay, because I tried to do like Rella as in Cinderella, and then I was thinking Barb, but not like barbed wire, but just like I was connecting
Like
the
Barbara?
two.
Like a barber?
No, I didn't go
Barbarella?
that way. I think it
That
like
was a
more of,
train
like,
of thought, man.
We-
Like
we-
that was
this is
wild.
what happens
we
here.
gotta
When
peek
you
into
guys
Steph's
say all
process.
this shit, yeah, when you guys say a bunch of shit and I hear it
There's
and
no
I
context
process
of
it,
like how
this
to
is
process
where
it.
my mind tries to pick
It's like
Oh.
what
Cinderella
to focus on.
barbershop.
Yeah,
Barbarella.
I got Barb. I got the Rella part for Cinderella. I did not figure out what I wanted Barb to be, because yeah, it was not
Justice for
Barber.
Barb.
Steph,
Never
you know
forget.
her name was Ella, right?
No,
Yeah.
I always thought
She was
Cinderella's
only
name
called
was Cinderella.
she was only
What's the
called
cinder?
Cinderella because she would sleep by the fire and she would be covered with ash and cinder, so her stepmom started calling her Cinderella.
Wait, hold on. Okay, so
I think that's
in
true.
the Cinderella movie with Brandy, she specifically states, "I like to sit by the
Cinderella
fire because my
and in
face gets
war."
smudged." Is that a reference to that?
Yes.
The ash?
Hold on. I need to consult with an
face?
expert.
Oh.
Do you think it's an expert on Cinderella or an expert on Brandy's
On the
Cinderella
Brandy's
specifically?
I hope it's
Cinderella.
specifically Brandy. It's a Brandy expert.
You know a Brandy expert?
That's amazing.
Huh?
You know a Brandy expert? How is she doing
No,
since she
no,
killed
I
that
know-
man?
I know a Cinderella fairy.
It's Monica.
That was for Jordan only. It's Monica. That's the switch off. The real question is, does she know who the boy belongs to?
Oh, that's
I
fair.
think he got to the joke before I did.
Yeah.
Cinderella doesn't have an actual name.
What the fuck she does? Disney told me it's called Cinderella.
I think like
So,
I think
hey, hang on. No. So, Cinderella doesn't actually have a name. So, does that mean that this goddamn prince married a nameless ass peasant?
No, she was
mean-
a woman at a time when women had no rights or autonomy, so it didn't matter what her name was. She
That's
was
true.
practically property.
I mean, in his defense, that motherfucker didn't get a name either in the
Also,
movie.
yeah, he has no name.
He's just
Neither one has a name.
Prince.
That
He's
is
just
true.
Prince
Charming.
He's
Prince
just
Charming, occasionally
Prince
depending on what it
Charming.
is.
That's what it is.
When's that book coming out?
I don't know.
I'm sure there's been like a terrible version of that where he's really tortured to try and find this woman to love his dick.
I don't. You know,
Specifically,
I don't know what caused it, but I know a couple weeks ago I was sitting at my desk at work, and for whatever reason, I just thought of a glass slipper, and how I hate that so much.
oh,
You
because
hate
you,
shoes that are made of glass.
no, because
I
she
don't like
imagines
that
seeing
your
the toes
foot is
through the.
presented in glass, and the fact that this
Oh,
is a glass shoe that you will walk around in, you'll sweat, it'll be slippery, and I just don't like how it's presented on glass.
This is coming from the woman that got up in Jordan's wagon barefoot. He kicked your ass out.
I know, but just I mean, people have walked barefoot. way before shoes.
That's
But just a
fine.
glass slipper, like you choosing to just wear a
It's
glass
absolutely
slipper,
uncomfortable.
that makes me
People see your
upset.
toes like this. Like,
It's just all squishy.
Hey, why is your pinky toe over your other feet? Like, you know,
I don't-
it's so crammed.
how's your pinky toe
Remember-
touching your thumb toe?
I think it was maybe like 10 to 15 years ago. They tried to do a stupid thing where it was like, oh, you can go barefoot wherever you want. And it was like, put your foot on like,
Is it like a skin glove thing, like a little
yeah.
foot cover?
yeah, like
I
a
saw
fly
someone-
paper for your feet. And it was like, oh, your feet are protected. You can go barefoot. No, you can't.
I saw
No.
someone
No,
with
that's just a
that
piece of paper.
at a
You step on a
convention.
rock.
Yes.
I saw someone. I forgot
I've
who
seen
they were
cosplayers use
cosplaying
those
as.
for like for barefooted
Yeah.
characters.
I've seen a cosplay person have that on their
Like
feet because I
both
was just like,
cos-
"You're barefoot."
cosplayers.
And I was
Sure,
like,
they're
"No,
inside a
you have little
convention
flat
center.
thing for your foot."
Yeah, like they're inside a
Yeah.
convention center. Their feet are going to hurt no matter what because flat floor is going to hurt all day.
Yeah.
And you will get stepped on a lot. But
Oh yeah.
fine. But when you go outside, you put on your shoes. You can't
Yeah.
wear that out in the street thinking, "Oh,
Just
I'm
got
okay.
Colored skeletos.
Yeah, I'm protected." You're not protected.
Don't they have those
You
skin
get-
shoes
that's how you
that
get
exist that
ringworms.
literally look like those sock, like those individual
that
toe
how you get
socks,
ringworm?
but they're shoes? That's how you get hepatitis, isn't it? Like
Ah,
walking
don't we-
barefoot sometimes.
Don't we already all have it
Would
anyway?
happen.
I don't know. I heard you can get it in downtown walking barefoot, and I was
Sure.
like, oh no.
Yeah, Steph, you can get anything walking downtown, any downtown in all
I think-
America.
I specifically remember leaving my what was it 10-year high school reunion.
Yeah.
And one of the girls, we were walking downtown, one of the girls we were with was barefoot, and my old classmate looked at her feet on the bare ground and was like, "That's how you get hepatitis." And I was like, "Oh god." It was just like, why'd your
It's not a guarantee,
I
but
just-
yeah, it's a
would-
risk.
TMI, like, sorry,
It's
I
also how you get
I'm never
bee
barefoot.
stings, but
I would never be barefoot downtown. Like, I would rather
Can
have my
confirm
toes
that
bleed.
story did happen. I was
Yeah,
there
he
as
was
well.
oh no, we believe the story. That's not what our issue is.
No.
But I like that you were also there.
Yeah, it was interesting. I think the 20th one is coming up. No, in a couple years. I think it is coming up in a couple years.
Yeah, in a
3
couple years.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, their 20th is coming up, Leland.
That also means I
that
need to
makes
get
Welcome
my
to the party.
passport renewed, because then that means it's been 10 years.
Yeah, I need to get my renewed too. Yeah.
Yeah. I need to be ready.
I remember because my brother's just like, "Oh, I just got an invite to my 20th
Yeah.
high school reunion." And I was like, "Wait a second."
My
Sometimes
20th
it's
came up right
interesting
in
to go
COVID,
to.
so I didn't go.
Oh.
They didn't
It
have
would
one
be
virtually.
interesting to go.
No, it was my 20th is 2020, so shit was still too
Mm.
fucked to like arrange such a thing.
Ah, gotcha.
I
gotcha.
know when I found out about mine, one of my other classmates got really salty because he didn't even get an invite and I didn't even graduate from there. So he was so mad I got the invite. He was
Wait,
like, "You
they
didn't even-"
invited. Wait, it should just be a group blanket thing. Like you don't
No,
get
I
like
know.
special invite.
I
Hey,
don't know.
we're having a party for the 20th. Don't invite Bob.
was-
Like,
I was
Leland, you
invited.
forget. Steph is extremely popular.
fair enough.
It's
Fair
not
enough.
that I'm popular. It's just I've been in the
That's
It's
what
just a
Bay
lot of
that's
people
what
know
Area.
me.
popular people say.
I've been in Mira Mesa for probably in total at least 36,
We get it. You're
No,
a
I'm
local
not 36.
celebrity.
32 years of my life, 34 years of my life that I've been here. That like I've
She's only
seen
31.
everyone, same people from elementary to middle school to high school to colleges to every fucking place I worked at where I see
Oh,
the
we
same
get it.
people.
You worked at Jamba Juice and Burger Smash.
It's called Smash Burgers. Say it right. We smash the burgers. And we also make smash fries.
Yeah, they did.
Wait, Smash Fries?
Like,
They say
was it
smash
just
fries
mashed
because
potatoes?
smash burger,
Oh.
but it's
Oh,
just
okay.
fries.
It's just fry.
Yeah,
I
it's
was
just
like,
fries.
I've been to your joint. I don't remember
Yeah.
a flat fry coming
No,
at
no,
me.
no, no, no.
It's
It's
just
just
a
fries
fried
tossed
pancake.
in
Individually
like
iron them out to be
rosemary and
flat.
olive oil, but it's just called smashed fries because that's what they call it.
Do they have
But-
smash shakes?
No, we just had shakes.
Oh.
That's just missed opportunity.
Yeah, I think it was just. I think it was just shakes. If not, I
How
think
you
the
gonna
actual
smash
term was
shake?
like hand spun shakes.
You know who's got really good shakes?
Hmm.
Shake Shack.
Eh,
Y'all
I
get a
think I've
Shake
still
Shack?
yet to ever go to a Shake Shack. Yeah, we got Shake
Ooh.
Shack.
There's
Shake
plenty of
Shack.
Shake Shacks around. You have two options. You got Mission Valley and UTC.
I find Shake Shack fine.
Little's got one.
Oh, I really like the Shake Shack.
I
I think it's because I had the grape shake and that just ruined them forever for me.
yeah, it was
Ooh,
not a good
well,
combination.
Yeah.
The way that they presented it was grape soda, but like a grape soda float. So
It's
it was
not.
grape soda with vanilla custard, and it was not the biz.
not.
That's not a shake.
It was
Yeah,
not.
it was not a good route to go with that. It was not good.
Unacceptable.
And
Yeah.
I like grape soda. I'm one of the very few that like grape flavored things. Not a lot of people like grape.
I like
I'm
grape
not a
soda.
fan.
Enjoy it.
They
I
always
like
relate
grapes.
it to Dimetap, and I was like, Dimetap tastes
Yes.
horrible.
Yes.
It did not taste like normal grape flavor.
I mean, the fact that you remember what Dimetap is, because that shit's not been on the market for like 20 years, but that's
You know
Really?
what
great.
I really liked as
Really?
a child?
Oh yeah, Dimetap's been gone for years.
Huh.
You know what I really liked as a child? The orange triaminic. I liked. Is that how? Is that what
What's
it
your
was called?
problem?
Triaminic.
I don't know what she just said.
I don't know. Maybe we got off-brand medicine, but it was called Triaminic, and you can get it at Save-Ons.
Out here getting the dollar store.
We didn't get Pepto Bismol. We got Pink
Pink
Bismuth.
bismuth.
Look, I'm bougie about a lot of things, but when it's weird when it comes to like
medicines and stuff?
medicine, or not so much medicine, sinus stuff.
Yeah, you
Oh,
get
I'll get
cheap on
name
that.
brand because I'm
Yeah,
like,
you
oh
get
no,
cheap on
this
that.
is
There's a reason.
$3 and I get 400 tablets. That one's $90 and I get 10. This is a no-brainer option.
Yeah. Like, you don't go to the Dollar Tree and get aspirin. Like, you go to a legit place and get stuff. You don't
Like a
go to Dollar Tree
CVS.
to get a what do you call that? A pregnancy test. You buy the Clear Blue or all those expensive shit that they have.
Scott says they had a
commercials
jingle and a commercial. Try a mimic. I've
for.
never
I
heard
just
of
know
this.
Triaminic had so many colors, and orange was my favorite. Like the
But this
orange
was
flavored one I
medicine.
liked. Yeah, it was medicine.
But, like, for
delicious
what, though?
medicine.
I don't know. Let me look up what orange Triaminic was.
I mean, like, was it like the equivalent of like cough syrup? Like, oh, I have a
Kind of,
cough.
yeah. It's like a
Let me take
yeah.
this.
Orange Triaminic?
They just rebranded it as Emergency now.
Probably. I think honestly, I think Dimetap just became something we all still use. They just like sold out the name or some nonsense, probably.
Probably.
It
I
Yeah,
wouldn't be
it
surprised.
was.
Have like a good
It
taste.
was just
and
an
then it
orange
just-
cough
Yeah.
syrup. That's all it was. Orange cough syrup. Itchy,
Dimetap was
watery
great. It
eyes,
knocked my
runny
ass
nose,
out.
Stuffy nose, sneezy. Yeah. Orange, I liked.
I remember once taking a little Dynatap because I just wanted the taste. I was like shaking at the time, and I just like it felt like that's what I needed in my body. But
Which one is the gross one? Robitussin?
yeah, Tussin's
The
rough.
Tussin. Yeah.
Robitussin's not
Vicks is
good.
rough too.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I'm not really a fan of any liquid medicine.
I don't like taking
go
it.
Liquid
pills.
medicine's gross.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just watched the commercial that Scott posted.
Oh, really?
I do not know that brand. I have never heard that song. It was straight up a ripoff of. Well, they were all ripping off each other. The spoon would come in, the pour of the liquid
Oh
just
my
right up to the
God.
top of the spoon. It's like-
This is
I've had-
so nostalgic for
There-
me.
There used to be like a professional pourer out there for commercials like this. Like that was probably someone's job. They were just like
Yeah.
so good at pouring that they could be paid reliably
I'm getting
to
warm.
just the right amount.
Why are you warm? Do you need Trimedic?
Can we
No,
get-
I was
can we-
watching
can we
it.
get
It was
this-
just
can we get
very
this commercial in
nostalgic that
Pod
I was
Talk?
getting warm watching it.
Something about like old commercials from your childhood that really just hit different than anything else.
Oh, I like those hour-long compilations for Halloween and Christmas
Oh.
commercials on
Yeah.
YouTube. I'll put those on in the background and just
Oh, those
most
were
of them I still remember.
I watch
Yeah.
Saturday morning
It-
cartoon intros.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
How
I had-
Beetlejuice.
the one that upsets me the most is how awesome the Thundercats intro is, and the
Ooh.
show is shit. Like it's so upsetting.
I've never seen any Thundercats.
Like,
as good
Thunder.
as most cartoons of the
I
time.
mean,
Thunder.
like
It's
the
just
animation
thunder.
drastically goes down. I was like, what happened? You
Oh, I
have
remember some of
greatness.
that.
Thunder.
What'd you mumble?
Thundercats. Ho.
Oh.
I had such a delight watching X-Men 97 last week, and just watching them like go through such lengths to recreate everything from whenever. What? Why is everyone trying to do stuff? Jordan.
So after watching X-Men 97, I decided, you know what? I'm gonna actually watch the first episode of the original X-Men show.
Oofa doofa.
And for the life of me, I have zero memory of goddamn Morph. I
Yeah.
don't remember this fucker at all.
He's
I don't
gone
even know
by
who
like
that
the middle
is.
of the by
Yeah.
the third or fourth episode he's gone, and then he
Out.
comes back for 2 or 3 episodes in season 3, and like that's it.
Does he
I was
morph
like-
into things?
He
Yeah,
does.
he
Is it
morphs into
morphin'
other
time?
people.
Oh.
No, he's like Mystique.
Yeah, which I'd,
Yes.
She's all blue with yellow eyes
Yes,
and
she
orange
turns
hair.
people.
yeah, I don't know. I was really bothered by him transforming into other people because I was like,
Oh,
I get
using
it.
their
You're
powers?
that was it. It was like you
Yeah,
can't
that's
use
really
their
fucking
powers.
weird.
No, yeah.
I was like, that's not your power set. It is in Marvel Snap, but that's not what this is about.
Yeah, he had Mimic's powers. Yeah, it frustrated me.
Yeah.
I sat there and I watched it with my lady, and I stayed quiet the whole time because like there's a lot of things I could say about like every inch of that cartoon. And afterwards, because I told her like I've got a little mixed feelings about this existing. So when it was done, she asked me how it was. And I'm like, you know what? It was pretty good. I only had one point where my like nerd brain really yelled out in anger, and that was when Morph was using other people's powers, because my brain was just like, that's not how that works. That's not how that works. That's incorrect. We know better now. We can't be doing like these rookie mistakes. Get your shit together.
You're literally on Disney Plus.
Like the first time I catch it, like all of a sudden Angel flies through, and I'm like,
Yeah.
where the fuck did he come from? And then
But-
I realized like, oh, that's supposed to be Morph.
Well,
Yeah.
that one I get. I was
Yeah.
like,
That
those are just wings. That's fine.
I let it slide.
Yeah.
I let that one
But then-
slide.
No,
but
you know
in
what? If
terms
it had
of-
been Angel, not Archangel, that
Yes.
would have been.
Yeah. I would have been more upset.
So
Sorry,
then
Jordan, go.
then he turns into Blob, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Colossus. Those
The one that
two-
bothered me the
you don't
most
get
Colossus,
those.
yeah.
You don't get
was
those.
Psylocke. That was the one that bothered me the most was Psylocke because I was like,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
you don't have ninja skills.
Yes, also true. I was gonna say I don't think she, as Morph, as Psylocke, used the totality of her psychic ability to make a Psy knife,
Yeah, no.
but she did do like a flip.
I
and
was
I'm
just
like,
like,
oh, Morph don't know how to. If Morph don't
Yeah.
know that, then Psylocke Morph don't know that.
Yeah. Yeah, when she had her episode, he was dead. So he never met that
Don't
bitch.
know her.
All right, that's enough, Steph. You can join back in.
Yeah, I was like, I'm just listening. Blob, Morph, Colossus, or Colossal.
Steph, you should watch the cartoon. You can watch it without having any knowledge of the
Yeah.
X-Men. They explain it
They do a pretty
very
good job.
Yeah.
easily.
Yes.
If you have
yeah.
any concept of the X-Men, then yeah, they pretty much walk you right into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is a Steph, it is a soap opera. Either I am
Yes.
here for the drama, grab your
X-Men's
tea and
great
popcorn
soap-
because it
comics
was
and great
like
soap opera.
people are
Oh.
fucking each other. There's clones, there's dead babies. I was all in. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, this is
There's a lot going on.
It's wild.
Yeah, the crazy things happen.
yeah. I was watching. It was just like, yes,
I'm looking
yes,
forward
all
to
of
it.
this
When do we get more?
Yeah. tomorrow,
Yes.
Every Wednesday, new episode.
Okay. everyone-
Wednesday for the
gotcha.
next 8 weeks.
Sweet.
This is all on
Disney Plus.
Disney Plus.
Disney Plus.
Disney
Who
Plus.
we are not
Okay.
sponsored by.
We're not sponsored by.
One day though.
I think that'd be obvious. We all would look way richer if we were.
Can you imagine you open up Disney Plus and it's like the new episode of LoRC is out?
Weird.
I can
And
tell
it's
they
just
do
this.
know. This would be.
No more production. Like just us, just here.
We're not the demographic for them.
Aren't we? They made a comic. They made a cartoon that is like the most viewed thing they've got right now, and it's all for us.
Yeah, but half the people watching it don't understand.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's a exaggeration, not half.
You don't work at a retail and a comic book store. It's half. In fact, I'm going to say it's more than half.
Really,
Oh my god.
Yes, they are fucking idiots.
you've got that many people coming in and like just having the wrong takes.
Yeah, you'd be surprised how much
I would
racism I have to hear. It's like-
They made Storm black, rah.
My favorite's when they're just like, oh, they made them all, different. Oh, different, huh? Is that the word we're going to use today? Got it.
So I've seen a lot of discourse over Gambit's crop top, which looked great. But it's
You
like
know
they
why they're
forgot-
upset? Because they were attracted to it.
Yes.
Look,
But it's like they forgot every single male character in every Friday the 13th movie throughout the 80s.
Mhm.
Yep.
We should bring back male crop tops, saying it for a friend.
That's what Remy's trying to do here. He's forefronting the movement.
Also, I'm calling it now. Crop top Gambit is one of Anthony's costumes this year.
Shut up.
Yeah, but we're sitting down, so the crop top would have to be at nipple level, which is just going to be awkward.
No, he's gonna walk
I got-
into frame and sit down, so we see the
Gotta
crop
get my
top.
hair over and right.
Look at that, your
I
hair's
could do it.
growing longer.
It's pretty long.
There you go. Yeah, it's like my hair's also growing too. I need to touch up my roots.
The awkward part is that I'm growing the sides out.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
So the sides are just like a shaggy fucking mess.
I'm keeping.
Yeah.
And at some point, I have to figure out how to try and even things out. I have no concept of how I'm going to pull that off.
Yeah,
The
at
back
some
of my
point.
head is like a check mark. It goes at an angle. Or not a check mark, it's more of a division sign
Why?
because it's shaved. So
The
this
back
is
of her head
shaved
looking like the
all
square
the
root of
way
her
until
brain.
and the back of my
Got
head it literally goes down like this. So right here is where my hair continues on this side. But like it shaves up to like underneath all here.
Jordan, are you and I the only ones with normal haircuts right now?
Don't
I
you?
mean,
You have
That's normal.
I'm not sure what
I
you mean
don't
by
know.
normal.
Like,
I've
we don't got weird shit carved into our heads.
Oh yeah, no.
Shit carved in my head.
I don't have shit
I'm
carved
just,
in my head.
I'm
I
just talking about
shaved it.
Steph.
I just
Okay.
shaved it.
I'm just waiting
Yeah.
for a time that my locks in the back are long enough that I could trim the top so they all match. But I don't know when that'll be.
How long are you gonna let it go?
I have no idea.
Oh man, you should let it go. If have you seen Booker T? It's down to his fucking like ass at this point. Just let it go, man.
Nice.
Damn.
And
That
just
looks
wrap
like-
it up.
Long.
Like him and Busta, like their dreads got so long. Like it just
So
felt
long.
like there's just neck pain all the time.
Oh, because it's
Like,
just
how do you sleep? Answer is in a coil. Like
Yeah,
it
you
looks.
you put it
So-
up. with
I
buttons.
think it looks cool on them, but yeah, I
look
feel that they
great.
have neck pain.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
you
I've talked
put it-
about that weird white guy that comes into the store whose dreads literally touch the ground, and they are the most unkempt. They haven't been touched up in several years because the roots are like here,
Yeah.
but it's still my number one thing: white people with dreadlocks. So like he come in, I'm like no, but he's letting him. I don't know if he just doesn't want to get him fixed or not, but like he has like the '90s part in the middle that's just regular hair,
Also,
and then
he
there's
has,
like the
Oh, maybe
Got
it
them
grew out, and he
regretting.
Yeah,
never
he
got
is-
it.
he's just never
touched up
because
yeah,
his
he
hair
never
is
had
just
it touched
growing.
up, but
Yeah.
there's sections of it that are matted, like he's just laid on it
Oh,
for
yeah.
years. And I'm like, you need to fix yourself.
Yeah,
Like you smell when you come in
none of
here.
this is matted. None
Yeah,
of this
that's
is
good.
matted.
No, you have great hair. This man does not. Yeah,
Jordan
there-
flipping it tight.
I
no,
remember
Jordan
one
knows what's
time-
up.
At CVS, I saw this one Asian guy who had the biggest dread, but it was like one dread that it was like matted. And
Yeah,
I
it's
was
all
laughing because I
matted.
think I mentioned the story. There was
Yeah.
a crushed cup within his hair, and I was just like, "What the fuck, dude?" Like, I don't know if you're homeless. I don't know the deal, but it was like straight up like
Like a red
Like a
solo
Dixie
cup?
cup?
it's the white. No, it's the white cup. I think it's Coke. It's like white with the red, like kind of that little squiggly strip.
That is a Coke.
Right, is the Coke? Yeah,
That's a-
literally
yeah.
a crushed cup at the bottom of his fucking dread, and I was like, "Yeah, I don't know if you're homeless. You're well kept with your clothes. I just don't know why this crushed cup is in like blended, matted in the dread. That's why I was just like, dude, what the fuck?
Too late. It's integrated into the dreads.
Like,
It's
Get
become
it
one
out.
with the dreads. Yeah, you can't get it out
Assimilated.
I
now.
don't
If
know
you
the
cut that, it'll
story
bleed.
of what happened. I'm more fascinated with that story. Like, if I could just have the option where you see something happen and then you're just like, huh, like, how did this come about?
Tell me
And
the
then you
story.
just see the story of how they got there, just so I could, have answers, because I don't understand.
Did I ever tell you guys that I'm a fucking mark? Because I saw an ad for a Super
my God.
Nintendo themed keyboard, and I had
so
to get it.
Oh,
I had to. Get
How
it.
is it Super Nintendo?
It's color.
colors.
Oh, okay.
Color
What?
theme.
Well, not even Super Nintendo,
That's
just
cute.
Nintendo theme.
Oh, like the gray and the light gray kind of
Yeah.
thing?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
it's chunky.
That thing looked
I like
clicky
it.
clacky as
Click it.
hell.
Oh, it
Click
is.
Yeah, right?
Oh, beautiful.
No, I can't hear it.
Oh, man.
Oh, maybe not. All right. It sounds great to me though. But
I
the-
can't hear it.
I don't
Send a
like it.
video
Clicky
later.
clacky.
I want to see.
the main
Keyboard.
reason why
I
I
love
got it
black
is
keys.
because it came with this.
Fuck me.
So
What-
cute. What can you
what am I
set
looking
that
at?
as?
Whatever you want.
Whatever you want.
On the old
Oh,
Nintendos,
so
they had
that's
the
not
little
the
red
A and B?
buttons.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says A and B on it.
That
But
is
can you-
What are you
so
gonna set those to?
Can you play the
freaking
game
cute.
to it?
You probably could, but yeah,
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
you
stratagem. Dunk.
that'd be funny. But yeah, so
That'd
you
be
you,
funny.
you, you there's plugs in the back here. That's where this
Oh,
goes.
that is
and
so
I could program
freaking
it to be
cute.
whatever I want it to be.
Yeah.
I
So-
just
Right
love
on.
that it also came with the buttons.
That's
Yeah,
pretty
That's
fun.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
that,
it's-
that's an
it's-
extra
it's-
touch
it's
that
really
I'm
cool.
just like, that's really cute.
That's what sells it, really. Otherwise, it's like, oh, that's fun. It's the color scheme. But like, oh, I get 2 giant NES buttons. Fuck
That's
yeah,
that-
let's
that-
go.
That's why I got it. I
sounds
was
so
like, yep, no,
satisfying.
Yeah.
I'm doing
Just hit.
this.
It's like a buzzer.
Yeah,
Got it. I got the answer.
nice.
That sounds real fun. I like that. Cute.
Good purchase. Good time.
Oh. I love
Well, right on.
plazas.
Well, does that feel like? Does it feel good? Is it time to go?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. It's good. We're at our hour
We're
mark.
we're
good
out
time,
our
good
allotted
time.
time. The Tonight Show is starting soon, so we got to get out before they cut us off. If you have
true.
enjoyed this podcast, this show, this Twitch, this stream, this friendship, please be following us on our social medias. We are on all of them as LORC Podcast. You'll
Make a
know
heart. Oh,
um,
no, it won't work on my screen. Never mind.
if you go the
Nothing,
other
go
way
on.
with Leland.
I can't. It goes away.
Okay, fine.
happening?
Jordan.
Nothing.
Oh yeah, it's
Other way. Oh, wait. Is this on the stream? You have to.
yeah. It's if you look on the stream,
Oh,
it looks
that
fine.
works.
Yeah, but the chat's in the middle of it, so it looks even weirder.
It does.
It's
yeah.
because we love the chat.
Yeah,
It's all deliberate.
Chat
Got
is
it.
in our hearts. They're in the center.
Yeah. Yeah.
I see this.
That's what our
Yeah.
hearts are saying.
And be up on us on our social media. Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Leland's got a emoticon.
I love
Like,
it.
Uh,
so
we
cute.
stream here on Twitch at twitch.tv/LORC podcast.
There's two.
And you can subscribe to the show on the podcast places. League of Ridiculous Conversations. That's what all that stands for. If you would like to get any more of us on an individual basis, if you want to slide into these
I
DMs,
wish I could do that.
find us all at our respective places. I'm at Spooky the 13th on Instagram and the Twitter.
You can find me at Jordan is a Bear on most things. If it's a thing that exists, I'm probably on it as Jordan is a Bear.
You can find me at Leland Pierce Art or Pineapple Pierce, both on Instagram. I do art and I drink a lot of rum and gin.
You can find stuff I post on Instagram at Stephanoids. That's STPHUHNOIDS. I post shit.
Did she look real scared there for a second before she
I didn't
started?
know what to
Yep.
say
Yeah,
at
like,
first. I didn't
real-
know what to blurt out.
Like a deer in headlights for a second.
Yeah, I
Yep.
wasn't sure what to blurt out.
Yeah.
That's okay, girl. That's okay.
So yeah, thank you very much. You are all fantastic people. If anybody wants to, our buddies over at To Live and Talk in LA are still streaming. Go bug their chat.
Woo.
Me and Mark were talking earlier. We're going to be streaming at the same time, so we're going to try and send chats back and forth. So
Aw, that's awesome.
blow them up real quick. Let them know that that we're here. But until next week, thank you everybody. You are all fantastic. We will see you on the Discord. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.